and rest of India better place to live and travel to. It is a real opportunity to make a meaningful impact on people's life. My name is Rakesh Arora and I am the founder and the trustee of Uttar Pradesh Association of Anaadi. Today, we have assembled a group of talented and influential people that are all extremely successful in their respective fields. All of them are ready to give time, knowledge, and training. This is a whole new approach to charitable giving. Further, we are also interested in investing in Uttar Pradesh. In this presentation, we want to provide you with insights from our panel about how this works. If you would like to be a part of this journey, whether it is through volunteer efforts, suggestion, or empowerment, please email us at info@utnam.org. Whether or not you choose to be active in our efforts, we at least hope you learn something new today. You may already be asking yourself, why are we doing this? On a personal level, I remember when I was growing up in India, my family could have used a helping hand. I have always wanted to be a part of a team that helps provide that hand. And I know that many people in the United States feel the same way. And this is why we formed the Uttar Pradesh Association of North America in order to help community flourish. In addition to community effort, we believe through investment and tourism opportunity in Uttar Pradesh, we can also provide a lasting impact on local communities and the economy. Now I would like to invite our I will also add Chief Secretary Mr. Abid Tawari. I also welcome him, and also Avinash Avasti. Welcome to Anaadi. Now I would like to invite the Consulate General, Mr. Jaiswal. He will say a few words. Hello, Mr. Jaiswal.
Good evening, everybody in India. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Good evening, everybody in India. Good morning, everybody here in New York and the United States. We are delighted as a consulate to partner with Uttar Pradesh Association of North America in this event. We are honored, privileged, and delighted that today we have Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Yogi Adityanath ji, to be with us in this event, along with his senior ministers, honorable senior ministers, senior officials of his government, to give his guidance and vision of the state of Uttar Pradesh. Under his able and distinguished leadership, the state of Uttar Pradesh has made significant strides in progress and development. There are new things happening on economic growth and transformation, in the infrastructure space, in socio-economic development, and in many more. I would not like to take more time, but to say that today we have him here in person to give us his vision and take us into the development journey, the new journey that Uttar Pradesh today is witnessing. On my part, from the Government of India, from the Consulate, I just have two things to add. The diaspora today has a very important role to play in our international engagement. We see them as an important component in our international economic engagement, in our investment outreach, and our overall program to bring progress and prosperity in India. It is also a vision that states today have a leading role to play in our international engagement, and it is in that spirit that we have gathered here in this function. Before this, we also had states engagement with Goa, with Bihar, and in the days to come, weeks to come, we also have engagements with other states like Odisha and Gujarat. With that, I warmly, from the deepest point of my heart, I warmly welcome our very dear, Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Yogi Adityanath ji, to this platform, and we look forward, sir, to your vision and to your leadership. Thank you very much. It's a sheer delight for us to have you with us, and hopefully once the COVID is put behind, we can welcome you. Hopefully we can welcome you in person in New York. Thank you very much.
Rakesh, we will just play a small film. Okay. We would like to welcome
Welcome to Uttar Pradesh, India's fast emerging and preferred investment destination. Uttar Pradesh has moved up to second position in the ease of doing business rankings in India. Under the guidance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and with the visionary leadership and far-sightedness of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Uttar Pradesh is becoming the new industrial hub in manufacturing, IT, defense, and service sector. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has created a favorable business environment in the state by encouraging investment-friendly policies, transparent procedures, generous rules, and rolling out a red carpet welcome to investors. Strong network of road, rail, and air connectivity and robust infrastructure has been developed in the state to facilitate investors. With the presence of a conducive business environment, Uttar Pradesh has attracted global businesses and record investments. With the highest number of MSMEs in the country, Uttar Pradesh is significantly contributing in India's exports. The flagship ODOP scheme of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has opened doors for the local products to international markets. The scheme has helped the local artisans, weavers and craftsmen to enter the mainstream economy. Amidst the ongoing challenges, today, Uttar Pradesh's GDP is growing. And is entering a new era of industrialization and development. Uttar Pradesh is steadily marching ahead to become $1 trillion economy in the coming years. Come, invest in Uttar Pradesh. Welcome to
Rakesh, over to you. Yes. Well, thank you. My name is Akash Agarwal. I'll be moderating today's event. Thank you for such a wonderful introduction video for Uttar Pradesh investments and manufacturing. We'll now move on to our distinguished speakers. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome Dr. Rajesh Shrotriya. Mr. Shrotriya, are you with us? Can we unmute Dr. Shrotriya? Hi, Dr. Shrotriya. Welcome to the event, and the floor is yours.
नमस्कार। आदित्यनाथ योगी जी को मेरा नमस्कार लास्ट वेगस अमेरिका से, और सभी सज्जनों को जो यहाँ मौजूद हैं उनको मेरा प्रणाम। way of my introduction, my name is Rajesh Charan Shrotriya. I was born in Sambhal, UP, and my primary education was in Sambhal, Badaut, Aligarh. Aligarh should be named Ramgarh because I read about Aligarh history. Until 17th century, it was called Ramgarh. It was a Turkish general who decided to call it Aligarh. So there's no reason why, in light of thinking of Yogi ji, just like Allahabad, Prayagraj, and Mughal Sarai, and all these places are changing names, I think Aligarh should be called Ramgarh without any hesitation. So my education was primarily in 3 UP places. And then I studied in Armed Forces Medical College, Pune, where I did my doctorate. And then I went to Bombay and did my further studies in medicine. And then I came to the United States. लगभग 44 साल से 44 years से मैं अमेरिका में रहा हूँ. But my heart is in UP. So when I got a call from OLG UP, I got actually a letter on behalf of Chief Minister Yogi ji. And the instrumental for that was Guru Sharma, who had given my name. I was invited actually to visit Yogi ji. I had the pleasure of meeting Yogi ji in his office just before the big Mela in Allahabad. I was honored by, he presented me a chadar and a photo which I have in my office, in my home. So I must tell you, Yogi ji, that during the last, ever since you have become Chief Minister, everybody in America has their eyes focused on you. Everybody, not only from UP, but from all over India. On one hand, we talk about our Prime Minister, and then we talk about you as the leader who is changing the face of UP. I would just like to say that my wife is also from Ankoda. She was also born in UP, Ankoda at that time. And she is great-granddaughter of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya. So our heart is in UP in many ways. So when I met Yogi ji, there are a number of things that I can do. I am in the United States as a doctor, but I started my own company, a pharmaceutical company for cancer research called Spectrum Pharmaceuticals, and I was its chairman and chief executive officer for 15 years, from 2002 to 2017. So when I met Yogi ji, there are 2 projects that I understood from him. He wants to do something. Yogi ji, you asked me to do something. What can you do to contribute to UP? And ever since I've been thinking and planning, and there are 3 things that I'm thinking of doing. One is to start a pharmaceutical industry with basic drugs that are needed in Uttar Pradesh. Something that I have hired people to investigate, look into the expenses, how much land we need, what we need, where do we need to bring our machines and whatnot. So that's one project I'm working on. The second is, which is close to my heart, is starting a cancer center hospital for children. And I got this idea from the United States. I have been contributing to a hospital called St. Jude Cancer Center Hospital in Tennessee. For the last 20 years, I have been donating monies, whatever I can put, $500 or $50,000. Every time I find a spare money to donate, I give it to this hospital. I've never visited, I've never been there, but I've heard stories that they never send a bill to any child who comes there for cancer treatment. Not only that, they even pay for living for the parent, for the custodians of these children. And I thought something like this is absolutely necessary. Even if we say that the cost of treatment will be reduced, a lot of money is needed for taking care of children who unfortunately suffer with cancer. So those are the 2 areas in which I have the expertise, starting a pharmaceutical company, number 1, and number 2 is starting a cancer center. And thirdly, of course, with the help of Rakesh ji, I would very much like to make sure that we, just like there is a group of Americans